Hey, Damon.
Hey, Mike.
There's Pam in Rhode Island and Barry.
Howdy.
I think that was Barry's grunt. Is that John Kingsbury?
Yeah.
Oh, Pam, I like those parallettes.
Thank you. I rode.
Okay, so now we're officially recording the Wednesday group workout. Cool. So I have my screen in the view where I can see everyone tiled on the front of the screen. But notice that if you want to just see me demonstrating movements, that you can click on speaker view. So whoever is actually speaking shows up on the screen. Let's go ahead and everyone please mute your phone, or let's see, mute your screen. I'll actually do it. It's easy for me to go through and see who's not muted.
Yeah.
Got it. I got Lori tiled. Okay, so now I have full control. Cool. So everyone's muted. Now you see, wait, I got speaker view. And okay, so now I'm on the screen. Here we go. So you see that the workout today has 5 separate rounds, and I have my results from yesterday. I did the workout last night. Each round took me 2 minutes and 16 seconds to as much as 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And that's the longest I want this round to take. If it takes you more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you have to start scaling either the kettlebell swings, the abmat sit-ups, or the push-ups, scaling the number of repetitions so that you finish each one of the rounds in that amount of time. Now, hopefully, your first round, you nail that time domain, somewhere between 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then for the remaining rounds, you're gonna try and race to finish that round in that amount of time. So hopefully at the very beginning, you get the scaling right. So let's just actually start doing a little bit of movement here to start off with. Let's get onto the mat on all fours. And we'll do just from all fours into downward facing dog and then back down. So just start pressing the shoulder and back down. So get about 10 more of those. I need some people's screens to be muted. Keep moving through that. Got it. All right. And now let's take right knee to left elbow, and then back into downward dog. So knee to opposite elbow, and get about 10 of those. Five on each side. And then drop into child's pose and hold for about 20 seconds. Okay, this next one, you're gonna go leg out to opposite side, right? So it's all the way out here, and then switch to the other side. And get 10 of these alternating so that you got 5 on each side. Leg extended, leg extended. After you have 10 of those, you're going to drop into child's pose again. So about 15, 20 seconds in child's pose. Okay, now what I'm going to do is surprise you by pulling out my PVC pipe. If you have one of these, then use it to get in a set of 5 or 6 pass-throughs, right? If you don't have one, just take yourself through that same range of motion. And then later today, go out and find a piece of PVC pipe that you can do this with. You can use a broomstick or something. And then put your PVC pipe down and go for 5 arm circles, reverse arm circles on each side. Okay, now either you have a PVC pipe or you don't. If you don't, just put your fist up in the air and get a set of 5 windmills on each side. 5 on the right and 5 on the left. The longer these take, the better. Keep both knees straight. Nice. Way to go, Aria. You're really good at that. Cool. And then let's follow Barry's lead and drop into 10 air squats. No squats today. How's that? If you have an ab mat, pick it up and put it in front of you and finish the remainder of your air squats with your ab mat. I'm going to take a look and see who's got one. If you do, you're very lucky. Because it's better, it's easier to do, better, easier, I'm not sure. It's, if you have an ab mat, it just works very well. If you've got a towel or something, you can fold it up. And then put your ab mat on the ground, or fold up your towel in a way that it has a different height in the middle of it, right? So something that you can leverage your lower back on to press through your stomach. So go ahead and set up. And first get in a couple of kipping sit-ups where you use all the momentum with your hands. And then get a couple of strict sit-ups where your feet stay on the ground, your butt stays on the ground, your arms stay on the shoulders, and you don't even throw your elbows up. Okay, get in a couple of strict sit-ups. Okay. Good, keep those knees butterflied. So here's the thing. If it takes you more than 30 seconds to get these sit-ups, you should do fewer of them. Right? So there's 21 on the list. If you can do them unbroken, one after another, then do 21 of them. If it takes you longer to do them, then reduce it to 15. It's fine. Remember, the goal here is to get in a 2-minute to 2-minute 30-second sprint 5 times.
He's hooked.
If any of these things take you, hi Marcia, if any of these things take you longer than the intended time domain, then you're not going to be sprinting anymore. It's like if the idea was to run a 400-meter run and I want everyone back at the gym in 2 minutes, I would turn you around earlier if that 2-minute run is going to take you, or the 400-meter run is going to take you longer than 2 minutes. Cool. So raise your hand if you're going to do 21 strict sit-ups. That's what I did. Doesn't mean you have to do it, okay? And now, if you know that you're going to do fewer than that, think about doing about 15 would be good. All right. Thank you for nodding. It makes it easier when I can't hear you, or like thumbs up is good. Now let's move over to the kettlebell. And like I maybe demonstrated or showed you, I have this extra piece of thin wood that I put on the ground, right? So that the kettlebell doesn't go through the floor. And I want you just to get in this belly tight, rigid neutral spine and get a set of 10 kettlebell deadlifts. Okay. What we're going to do next is I'm going to have you do that same movement or similar movement, right? You'll get in your rigid neutral spine. Now notice that my shoulder is above my hip is above my knee. I want you set up like this, not in a squat, but like this. You'll get that single kettlebell deadlift, put a little bend in your knees, and then watch how I'm going to hinge just at the hip. And I'm going to lower my upper body so that it's horizontal to the ground, and then right back up. See how my knees are still bent? This is called the hinge. The hip joint, technically speaking, is not a hinge, but in this movement, we're treating it like we're just bowing forward, closing. Like imagine if you were on a ship and you open up the hatch, right? It's just open the hatch and then close the hatch. So get in about 6 or 8 Romanian deadlifts, finding that hinge. Now, the thing about the kettlebell swing that people sometimes get a little bit mixed up is that instead of hinging, right? Instead of hinging, they start squatting. And the squat turns into a swing that is all knee initiated, and we want it to be hip initiated, right? So please get in I'm going to show you a set of swings. Please get in a set of 8 Russian swings, really thinking about that hip drive. I know, Lori, that's a heavy kettlebell, but that looks good. Now, what you can do on this next set is I just want you to arrange your body so that I can see you from your profile, right? It's called the frontal plane. I'm showing you here, I can see what the hip is doing, and I want to see if the back is flat, and I want to see that you're hinging at the hip. So go ahead and please get in 3 kettlebell deadlifts, followed by 3 Russian swings. Yeah, good flat back, Sandra. That's nice. Yeah, Jenny's got it. Good flat back. Nice, Julian. Followed by 3 swings. Good. And drive those knees back. Good, Joe. And remember that final rep, the dismount, always looks like, I want it always to feel like, do you know when I'm going to put it down? And instead of the swing coming back up, I rest it back to the ground. Cool, so there's your swings. Now, the swings are going to be either 27 of these Russian, out to horizontal, or let's actually do this test. On the workout description that I put out last night, I want you to stand to your side here. Bring your hands up to parallel or just above parallel. The belly's tight. And then start to bring your hands up high, keeping the belly tight. As soon as you bend the knees and push the hips forward, this is a no. So this is a position I don't want you to be in for the swing, right? I want you to swing the kettlebell as high as you're able to continue rigid neutral spine, right? So for me, I'm gonna swing up to here, because if I start to go higher, I start to lose this midline stability, right? So my swings for this workout were about right here. All right, if you have a kettlebell that works for this, meaning that it's light enough that you can go ahead and get from Russian to USA, go ahead and do that. So Lori, I like to even hold the top of the dumbbell rather than the grip. Yeah, and go rush like this. If you just have a dumbbell, the way to swing it is to hold on to the top. And it's right here. Weight in the heels. Okay. Now the thing about the swings is they have to be done unbroken. That's like not negotiable. If you can't get 27 unbroken, then simply do 21 or 22. Another thing that you can do instead of doing American swings, if you have to break them, then get in, say, 10 American swings overhead, and then the remaining 17 go to Russian, right? So what I want you to do now is a set of 27 swings. It's got to be unbroken. And the mantra that we tell ourselves is, kettlebell swings are not difficult. They start to get a little boring.
Mike,
Yes.
I have a question. You say you can do 10 American and 15 Russian, correct?
Correct. You can break
It
up.
will be broken if you do that. It's okay.
No, it won't be broken because watch. Imagine I'm getting in my American swings.
Yeah.
Where maybe I'll do 10 American and then right into Russian.
Okay.
Right? That's the way you can break it. That's a good question. You don't have to break it. You can just change the movement, change the height, and then keep going, keep going, keep going.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. In the same vein, if you reduce the number of kettlebell swings, if you reduce the number of sit-ups and you finish the workout or this round in under 2 minutes, then you need to add more reps back in so that it's right around the 2-minute range. Okay. So now please get in 5 strict abmat sit-ups. So everyone's got the number of swings set up, at least to start with. Yeah, those are good, Pam. Yep, I have Pam, Kim, and Jenny right here in line. Hi, Jane. Good job. Weight in the heels, Jane, and heels. That's better. Keep those heels glued on the ground. Jane's doing a couple more swings. That's better. Okay, and now let's go ahead and just get in a flat position with the torso completely flat on the ground in your push-up position. And all we're gonna do is this hold and then relax. So brace, squeeze your glutes, squeeze your belly so that the only thing on the ground is your chin and your chest, your hands and your toes. Get tight and hover. It's like 2 inches off the ground. And then relax, just chest. Don't let your don't let your pelvis or your thighs get on the ground. Press through the ground and hover. And then relax. We're gonna do 2 more of those. Take a breath. Get the belly tight, get the thighs and the belly off the ground, and hover. And then relax. Let's go for one more set. Belly's clenched. Press those arms into the hands into the ground and hover for 3, 2, 1. Relax. Now take a look at me again for a second. I want everyone, even if you're really good at push-ups, I'm going to demonstrate training push-ups so that if you ever have to teach someone how to do a training push-up, you know how to do it. So it's plank position all the way to the ground, only the chest, then the knees, push up and reset. So chest, knees, press up and set. Watch this one. Chest, knees. This is the most common way to do this wrong. You see that lower back arching? I want you to go from chest, this short plank, back to plank. So please get in 5 training push-ups if you haven't done it already. So this is a great way just from the very beginning to scale the push-up so that you can get 15 in a row, right? Like some of you are able to get in 9 push-ups in a row, strict 9 push-ups. But it doesn't mean that you should do that during the workout because I don't want you to, in round 4, start slowing down. So choose a push-up position. Okay, I'm going to scale my push-up here by getting these 2 little stools. And I'm going to make it a little bit higher. And this is going to be a little bit easier for me. You could go up onto, you know, a wall would be too easy for all of you, but you could go onto a couch or a table or anything. Please go ahead and get 5 push-ups in the same way that you think you're going to do them during the workout. And again, to the ground and up, just regular standard push-ups. Think to yourself, get all of them. Great, Barry, good plank position. Now, if you can nail 9 in a row quickly, and that finish time puts you in that 2 minute to 2 minute 30 seconds, then maybe 9 is right. Maybe 12 is right. Maybe 15 is right. We won't know until we do the first round. Okay. The next thing about push-ups, I'm going to change the view here. The push-ups, I want to make sure that you imagine like this is a plate of glass and I'm doing my push-ups right here. The elbows need to stay within 45 degrees, like from here to here. The elbows can be anywhere here. As soon as they start getting out into this position, the shoulder starts translating forward. See how my neck is in a bad position? There's not anything in life that I know that this is a strong position to use, right? So shoulder blades back and down, elbows a little closer to the body. Think, bring the elbows back and press. Bring the elbows back and press. All right. So let's do a very short round of the 3 movements that are in the workout. Let's say 9, 7, and 5. So 9 swings, 7 strict sit-ups, and 5 push-ups. 3, 2, 1, go. 9, 7, 5. All right. Pam has enough room in that basement. Good. A lot of you doing American swings. Marcy is going up overhead for the for the American swings. So make sure for the sit-up that the shoulder is at least right next to the hip bone, right? I don't want anyone getting into this position for a sit-up, right? Keep the chest tall. Imagine you're finishing a race, crossing the line, chest into the tape. So Damon, you don't have to army position. You can if you want, but it takes an extra second that I don't want to use today. I want you to go straight into all of these. So unbroken. Okay, so if you're still doing sit-ups, please move on to push-ups. And then I'm gonna explain just one final overview of the workout, and then I'll open it up for questions. So what I'm gonna do is start the clock. I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. The clock will start running. You'll race through all kettlebell swings, right into the sit-ups, right into the push-ups, and then it's rest. Actually, I want everyone to have their own timer so that you don't have to rely on looking at mine. And you'll move over to the clock and to the stopwatch. And when I say 3, 2, 1, go, that's the only time you have to hit your clock, right? And then you'll keep it running for the duration of the workout. So again, it's 3, 2, 1, go, put the clock down, and then move through your 3 repetitions. Take a look at the time when you finish. Don't put stop, but write your time down, and then we're gonna wait together for that rest all the way up until the 4-minute mark. Round 2 starts at the 4-minute mark. So let the clock keep running. As the clock gets closer and closer to 3 minutes and 55 seconds, get over to your kettlebell, and 3, 2, 1, swing. Round 2 begins at 4-minute mark, and hopefully you finish before the 6 or 6-minute 30-second mark, and you'll write the number down. Okay, now remember, if you happen to finish your first round either faster than 2 minutes, or if it takes you longer than 2 minutes and 30 seconds, you have to alter it for round 2 so that you will take the prescribed, like the intended duration, which is right around 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 15 seconds. So again, if you need to scale it from 27, 21, 15 to 21, 15, 9, then do that for round 1, okay? Any questions? We're gonna start the workout in about 1.5 minutes, but are there any questions that I can answer before we start? You can just unmute yourself.
Yes.
Okay, Andy?
Do you want our profile view for the kettlebell swings?
If you can arrange it and it's not difficult for you, I get more information watching your kettlebell swing from this position than I do from this position.
Thank you.
That's helpful. The main thing is that I want you to be comfortable in your setup, right? When I was doing this workout, I kept running into my kettlebell and some of the other stuff. So just make sure that you're comfortable and you have enough space. All right. Doesn't seem like anyone has any more questions. So what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to do basically a couple of, like I'm going to do 10 swings, 7 sit-ups and a couple of push-ups, just in case the people that are watching this in a recorded way can see the movements and can understand the flow of what's going on. All right, thumbs up if you're ready. All right, there's a couple of thumbs up. Okay. Great, I got yours, Andy. Okay, please go over to your kettlebell. Okay, I'm gonna get ready to start. Go ahead and pick up your kettlebell. And 3, 2, 1, swing. Notice how I keep my heels on the ground, right? I get 27, and then go to my sit-up. Remember, you guys that are doing the workout right here live, as I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the people that are going to be doing this recorded. I'm going to get my 21 sit-ups, right? Make them unbroken. Then I'm going to move right over to my full range of motion push-ups. I'll check my clock and hopefully I've finished somewhere between 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Right, I'll write my score up on the board. These are the scores from when I did the workout last night. All right, you should be done with the kettlebell swings for sure at this point. And you should have started, you're well into the sit-ups. Everything good, John? So you did the swings, right, John? You should be doing sit-ups right now. All right, we're at 1 minute and 45 seconds. You should have moved on to the push-ups already. You finished already, Julian? Okay.
Okay. I didn't start. I didn't hear you say start.
Okay, so John, you'll start on the next round, okay?
Yeah.
All right. You should be finishing up soon. That's great, Barry. Keep going, Barry. Oh, you got it. Your finish time, Barry, was 2 minutes and 12 seconds. I happened to look at the clock right when you finished. Okay. And let's see, Marcia is still going. We're at 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, so Julian finished in what? Was it like 1 minute and 50 seconds or 1 minute 45 seconds?
I started 10 seconds later because I have to use the clock on my watch,
Okay.
on my phone.
Okay,
So I did, yeah, like 1 minute 36.
Okay, and how many reps did you do? 27?
27 USSR with 25 kilos.
Okay, so I want you to go higher. I want you to do American swings.
Okay.
I want you to add 5 more push-ups at the end of your round. I want you to
Okay.
I want it to be enough work to take 2 minutes. So does everyone get the idea that that my clock is running right now and it's at 3 minutes and 20 seconds? That means you start the next round. You start round 2 in 35 seconds. Does that make sense for everyone? Now, Marcia, I want you to cut back your kettlebell swings to 21. I want you to cut back your sit-ups to 18 and your push-ups to 12. So you're going to go 21, 18, and 12. All right, we're starting in 15 seconds. So move back over to your kettlebells. Get ready, John. You're getting on your kettlebell here. Go ahead and you can pick your kettlebell up. And we start in 3, 2, 1, go. Right? Get in all of your swings, unbroken. Nice, John, you got it. This is all about standing up fast, keep those heels on the ground. Great, Jane. There you go, Joe, big pop. Joe, drive it up just a little bit higher because you can. There you go, a couple inches higher. All right, good. Jane, John, and Marcia are moving on to their sit-ups. Here we go. We're close to the 1 minute mark. Great. You should be moving on to your sit-ups right now if you're not already. Remember on your sit-ups, to ensure that the shoulder is above the hip and you're not in this rounded position. I want your chest up to be nice and tall. Do whatever you can to make it strict. Great, we're 1 minute and 30 seconds in. So Julian, tuck the elbows in and don't let them leave the chest. Like no kipping at all. You can't use any momentum. This is a strict sit-up. Nice, Damon's repping through the push-ups. Think about getting the chest all the way to the ground. And the only other thing besides your hands and feet that should touch the ground is maybe your nose and your chin, right? If you're profiling, the nose and chin might touch the ground. Great, Jenny. All right, good, Julian. That's closer to 2 minutes. Keep cranking through, Barry. Make sure the chest is all the way on the ground. We're at 2 minutes and 15 seconds. So you should be, yeah, it looks like people are wrapping that up. And I can't see Julian, or I think it's Dr. Deb, maybe Dr. Deb, but everyone's done. Great. Now what are we gonna do? We have like 90-second dance party. Or something like that. I'm not really, there you go, there's Pam. Pam is gonna lead the way. Can you do that again, Pam? You are on the big screen, live from the basement in Rhode Island. Nice work. And you have an assault bike back there? All right. Can you take us for a little tour of your home gym, Pam? We have 1 minute left before we start this.
Oh,
There you go. You're unmuted already.
okay. Yeah, so Santa brought me a Satan cycle, as I like to call it.
A sled, all right. You got a set of pirouettes there?
Yep. Abmat, yoga mat, my heavy 14-pound med ball. I have a 35-pound barbell back there.
35-pound, 33-pound barbell, 15
Yeah.
kilos. Oh, and you have a sew right and a box.
Yeah.
So guys, 18 seconds. Thanks, Pam, for your home gym.
Yep.
We're going to be featuring some of the other athletes' gyms here. Go ahead and pick up your kettlebell.
Whew.
And we start in 5, 3, 2, kettlebell swings, and go. Big drive. Good. Keep getting that hinge. Again, you guys keep going. And I'm going to speak now to the audience that's doing this on a recording. Okay. Again, make sure that you're hinging from the hip, belly nice and tight, and driving hips and knees extend at the same time. Pop. And pop. All right, forward in this direction. You see my knees are just slightly out to the side and then driving forward. All right, you should be done or approaching done with the kettlebell swings. Good, everyone's on the sit-ups. That's better, Julian. Keep those elbows tucked in. This strict one means that you really have to press your lower back down. And if you don't have an ab mat, who now appreciates the simple ab mat? Good, everyone's in the sit-ups. All right, Lori's moving into her push-ups. We're 1 minute and 30 seconds into it. Remember, this is a sprint. This is round 3 of 5. And you're sprinting through this. You're racing through. Try to not break up these push-ups. You've got about 20 seconds before the 2-minute mark. Okay, John, move into your push-ups now. If you're not on push-ups now, move into your push-ups. Great, Aria, those are good push-ups. Nice, Marcia. Way to get that chest all the way to the ground. We're at 2 minutes and 5 seconds. Two minutes and 15 seconds. 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and everyone is done. That's great. Write your times down. I'm going to show you here that, oops. I was going to show you my times and I accidentally erased them. Oops. So I started at 2:16. I had 3 rounds that are right around 222, and my final round was 226. And it was that clock that kept me honest to do all 15 push-ups in a row because I could, even though after I got 8, I thought, oh, maybe I'm gonna rest and take a quick break before my final 7, but it kept me on trying to push through it. So where are we at now? We have 45 seconds until the next set. And there we have Bodhi. Hey, Bodhi. Are you sore at all from the work? Let me see. Bodhi, are you sore at all from the workout yesterday? Yeah, maybe a little bit. All right, we've got 25 seconds. Hey, Bodhi, on this one, while your dad's doing the kettlebell swings, get in the grass and do like standing broad jumps. So like jump, jump, jump. All right, you ready? Here we go. In 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go. And there's Bodhi in the background. Nice. Unbroken here. Make them unbroken. Way to go, Bodhi. Good jumps. All right, you got about halfway done with the swings or so. A couple of you, a couple have moved on to sit-ups. Great, John. Great, Jane. All right, Lori's moving on to her sit-ups. Julian's got the sit-ups going. How you going, Deborah? All right. If you're not done with, everyone's done with swings. Great, we're a minute in. Everyone's on sit-ups. Keep this in mind that this is a sprint, so keep moving. At this point in the workout, if you have to break up your sit-ups, I would rather have you start kipping them, right? Using some momentum with the arms just to keep it going. Here we go, Barry. Throw those arms. You got it. I keep looking around because I'm watching that clock right there. 1 minute and 30 seconds in. Julian's on push-ups. Pam's leaning over, flipping over. Damon's got the push-ups going. I see Sandra is on the push-ups. Great job, Joe. We're at 1 minute, 50 seconds. Here we go, Barry. Take a breath and get right in. Keep it going, Jenny, all the way to the end. Way to go, Jane. We're at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. All right, keep pushing all the way to the end. John's done as well. All right, everyone's done in under 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Nice work.
Mike, it's
Oh, I heard you.
Dr. Deb. I'm doing great, but you guys are all missing my yell.
Oh, that's right. Maybe we can feature you in the next round. So as long as we have you here, Dr. Deb.
It's okay. I'm muting again.
Okay.
I'm muting you. Talk to you guys later.
Yes, go Bodhi. Nice work. Nice job. Okay, that, folks, is 4 rounds. 1 round left. Let's see. Has anyone been slowing down just gradually throughout this, or have you been able to keep it? Yep, Julian's on. Yep, Sandra is level. Great. Dr. Joe is doing the double arm level. We got 30 seconds until the next. Oh, Andy's been up and down. 30 seconds to the next set, or 20 seconds now until the 5th and final set. Okay. I'm going to take back a look at all of you for this one. Okay, what I'd like you to do now is that if, in 3, 2, 1, go. It's just blast through this last round. A good hinge on that swing. Heels on the ground, right? For no reason should those heels ever come up off the ground in a swing. Great. Those look really good, Jenny. Knees and hips, solid. Good. Julian and Jane and John are all on sit-ups. Pam and Kim are now in sit-ups. Way to go, Kim. Keep moving. I see you way back there. We are a minute in. Here we go, Barry. You got this. This is the final round. Andy's dog is trying to lick his head on every single sit-up rep. There we go, Andy. Keep moving. All right, we're at a minute 30 seconds. From the sit-ups right over to your push-ups. There we go, Marcia. Try and stay in a very strong, rigid plank, just like Damon. Those are good, Damon. All right, Pam. We are at a minute 55 seconds. Be sure to take a look at your clock. We're at 2 minutes and 25 seconds. And it looks like everyone's done. All right, give yourselves a round of applause. Way to go. That was great. 5 rounds, each for time. Now, if you could, let's see, I'm going to give you an example of what I want you to do. You wrote down your times. And I'd like you to, oh, I don't have a copy of mine. I'd like you to show your times on the camera. So if you wrote it down in your journal, just walk up to the camera. All right, good, Andy. Between 2:08 and 2:12, that's pretty steady. Nice, Sandra. She's got him there across the bottom. Way to go. Jenny was plus or minus 8 seconds, one at 2 minutes and one at 2:08. Okay, good. Pam. Pam gives a good example. Can you keep it up there, Pam, of how first round was a 158. And so she changed the I see. Changed the repetitions a little bit.
Yeah. So it was 21, 15, 9 in the first round, and then I upped it to 24, 18, 12.
Great, good idea. So that it would take you a little bit longer, and that worked. So that's a good example of modification on the fly to hit the intended stimulus. That's great. Dr. Joe's are up there. A little bit closer, Dr. Joe. Got it. 2:09, 2:06, 2:03, 2:05. Great. All right around the 2-minute mark. I think that's Dr. Deb. Are you in your garage, Dr. Deb? Oh, there you go.
I am.
Cool. So
Hi.
like 155 to 2:01 for Dr. Deb. Yep. Damon is like the 2:07 to
I did 21:59.
Cool. Great, Damon. And Bodie gets credit for doing that too. All right. Who is Kim is anywhere between 157 to 226 as the rounds changed a little bit over time. That's good. And you see how Julian here Julian put his up, and he finished his first round in 136. Remember, he's basically moved to Germany and has been only doing CrossFit and speaking German for the last 6 months. So he tore through that first round, and so I wanted to do more work so that it would take him a bit longer. Okay, cool. Thanks, Julian. And let's go back to work.
Thanks for the work.
Job. All right. Now, you see what Dr. Joe did over there? If you go to the bottom of the screen and hit chat, you can put your totals in. You don't even have to put your name. You just write in the time that it took you. So the 5 numbers, and then I'll write that down on the board for all 15 of you guys. Okay. What time are we at? Cool, it's 9:50. We're going to, once you guys put your scores in, we'll start some cool down work. So now notice that on the blog, if you can't make these meetings, I posted a YouTube video that's like 5 minutes of workout description for those of you, if you're not going through the workout and you're just going to do it on your own, right? You're not going to watch the recorded Zoom. You can read through the intended stimulus, the general warm-up, the specific warm-up, some workout notes, and then some finishing activities that you can do. Cool. So the group chat is filling up. Make sure you make it available to everyone.
Mike, it's taking me 2 days to figure out the camera on Zoom, but I'm working on it.
Okay. So if and when you're done with this, I want you to either, you can roll up your towel or your abmat, or if you have a foam roller, you can use that to lie down on your back and prop your hips up and get into happy baby and just hang out right here. So as soon as you get your stuff written down, go ahead and find happy baby. Move this down. All right. And with happy baby, you can start, right, if you're holding onto your bottoms of your feet, you can rock back and forth, side to side. So move the left heel forward and the right heel forward, kind of like you're walking across the ground, holding onto the bottom of your feet. And as this leg extends, you have this hamstring stretch. So hold the hamstring stretch and switch. Pull with the bottom of your foot back so you have the hamstring stretch on the opposite side. So every step is just a short little stretch. Right, if that's too difficult to hold the bottom of your feet, you can hold behind your knees. And then I want you to take one, let's say the right knee, leave it to your chest and extend the left leg out in front, and you'll open up this hip flexor here on the left. I'm gonna go to big screen here. All right. So you're still holding onto your right knee. Stretching the left hip flexor. Try and rest the left heel on the ground if you can, because we're going to stay here for about 30 more seconds. At the same time, you can grab your hamstring here and lift it up to the ceiling. And get a bit of a hamstring stretch on your right side and a hip flexor on the left. And then if you're ready, go ahead and switch legs. Left knee to the chest. Right leg extended out front to work on this right hip flexor.
You want my jump rope? Thank God I have a spin bike.
You're not kidding.
You doing okay?
Oh, she's doing okay, all right. If you want to straighten that left leg now, hand on the hamstring. So a left hamstring and right hip flexor at the same time. So if we review this week, on Monday we had a heavy-ish 5x5 hang squat clean thruster, followed by that 8-minute as many rounds as possible, right? With the lighter goblet squats, mountain climbers, and dumbbell pulls. Then yesterday we did that Tabata workout, right? 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 5 movements. Each movement 8 rounds. Let's go ahead and get back into Happy Baby. So we'll be in Happy Baby here for another, I don't know, 6 or 8 hours. It's probably unrealistic, but maybe 30 seconds would be good. I imagine like this, I'm pulling the bottom of the feet, the soles of the feet down, and I imagine my lower body squatting on the ceiling, right? My feet are on the roof. I'm pulling my feet back as if the roof is, imagine the roof is pushing down on you, trying to open up these glutes and lower back. All right. Come back up to seated. You can find back on the pad or on your mat. And I'm going to go for a set of knee to chest, iron cross, big twist and touch. I'm going to go for 5 on this same side. And if you want to go straight leg back up to the ceiling, open the other direction. You can try out some of those. Oh. And then to the other side. So yesterday's Tabata workout, 20 seconds of work, followed by 10 seconds of rest for 24 minutes. And then today's we had 2 to 2.5 minutes work. So it was just 5 sprints. So what do you think in terms of programming we have coming next tomorrow? Any guesses? If you said something a little bit longer and more sustained, then you were right.
Heavy.
Heavy would be nice. Like heavy would be good. But I think we're going to go kind of medium weight, longer duration. So even though like today's workout was roughly 18 minutes and yesterday's workout was 24 minutes, these were all work rest, short bouts of recovery. A good way to measure fitness is how fast can you recover and then get right back onto the work and complete just as much work in the same amount of time. But tomorrow we'll see, instead of this high intensity level spike of work followed by the rest, followed by high intensity, we're going to see more of a steady state, kind of undulating lower intensity level stretched across a broader period of time. Now, it's not going to be like a marathon run where it's, okay, if this is our axis right here, a marathon run would basically, you start out slow and you stay relatively slow. If you're a professional, you start out fast, right? 4 minutes and 40 seconds, and you stay at 4 minutes and 40 seconds. But even though one line is the professionals and the bottom line are the recreational runners, at least if you're well trained, you're still going to be finished. Your intensity level is going to be steady state, right, the entire time. Tomorrow's workout is going to go up. You're going to get excited and try and go fast, and then you'll gradually taper off, and then you'll find this steady state. All right. Anyone want to talk? Let me get a screenshot of everyone's times here so I can write these up on the board. Cool. All right. Way to go.
Thanks for a solid WOD today, Mike.
Well done, Julian. Thanks you guys for showing up. Again, like I said on Monday, if you have any suggestions or things that you noticed from your side, what I noticed is that when I recorded the workout yesterday and it was in this grid gallery format, anybody watching it in sort of tape delay sees everyone all the time. And if I record it like this, where I am the big screen, then you can see the demo, and then I'll occasionally go back to the gallery view, which is easy for me like this to see everyone at once and give you some feedback.
Mike, how do we see gallery view? Can we?
Are you on a computer or on a phone?
On the phone.
That I don't, I haven't done Zoom on the phone.
On the phone, I don't think you can do gallery. I've been playing with that for a while.
Okay, so it's just on my computer then, if I want to.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Sure.
Now, have a good day, buddy.
The other thing that you could possibly do is, if you've got Apple TV, you can pull up you can link your phone or your computer to the TV, so you can have the massive screen view. But again, if you're toggling between your phone and the TV, you probably still can't do the gallery view unless you're on the computer.
I'll use my computer. Thank you.
Sure.
That was great. Have a good day, guys.
Thanks for coming. Bye, Jane.
Okay.
Okay,
Thanks a lot, Mike. Thank you.
Thanks, Lori. Way to go. Keep it up.
Thanks, Mike.
Thanks again, Mike. See you tomorrow.
Deb.
Thanks, everybody.
Oh, Deb, I was going to have you give me just a really quick eye exam here.
Wait, the good news is I can bill you for that now.
Ah, great.
Oh!
Waiver 1035.
All right. Well,
And I can bill in any state.
Well, you know what, Dr. Deb, I just did, was it Warby Parker or Parker Warby?
Yeah.
And
Warby Parker.
They should be coming, my 5 set of glasses should be coming today that I try on, but I found my paper, what's it called, prescription that I got from
Prescription?
you. Yep. The last time I was at your office, it wasn't within the last year.
Yeah, 2014.
It was 2017.
No, it was not.
So
okay.
I might have to, I don't know how I would go about getting a new prescription for you, but we'll have to do that at some point.
You know what? There are several things. First, get the pair from Warby Parker. Find out what their return policy is, because if we can do it in the next 30 days or something, you could just send them back and have them update them.
Got it. Okay. Cool.
As long as you don't have a fever, I can meet you in the office.
Yes. Okay. Great. I have not a fever. I'm cold-blooded.
My office is open for any emergent problems if anybody's really freaking out about something. Doctors are still working.
I don't have a pair of glasses for the last 4 years still.
Yeah.
By the time I take the contacts out, I'm like this.
Oh, God.
Last 4 hours.
All right.
It's probably for the best because I've gone to the grocery store and I wiped my hands and wiped the cart. And as soon as I threw the like Clorox towel away, I was like, uh-oh, my glasses have slid down and I can't touch them to move, to fix them. Having glasses right now is not very easy.
Oh, hey, for any local people, Sagebrush Cantina is selling their produce. And I've got a box of great stuff. So number one, if you need food and veggies, they have it. And number two, and eggs and flour and cheese. And number two, if anybody needs iceberg lettuce or broccoli, I got a bunch.
All right. Did they have any extra tequila?
I'm sure they do.
Bye, y'all.
All right, guys. See you later.
Bye, y'all. Talk again soon.